do a quick voiceover because it was super windy out there. So here we go. We got a cool rig, the Ford Bronco, with the camper on it, and then we've got our trailer. And I guess you're wondering what all we put in that trailer. Well, we're gonna go over that today. So at the bottom of this front box, I put some of the long stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere, or tools that I really don't use but are handy to have with me. There's 2 rails on the side that hold up 3 small boxes sitting right there on the floor. We've got the bigger part of the trailer, which has a tray in it that slides out, and we've got a little bit of storage on top as well. Big chain we carry with us in case we have to tie this thing up somewhere if we're leaving it behind in National Forest. We carry extra gas, fuel on that side, diesel on this side for our diesel heater. And we carry one more box on the top of the lid that carries our Starlink, things we like to get out immediately when we get somewhere. We've also got a dog kennel out in there so we can get rid of the dogs, put them in the kennel while we're setting up camp. So here are those 3 smaller containers that fit in the front of the trailer. This one has some mosquito spray, electrical stuff, some lights. The middle one has the leveling blocks, hose for my propane tank for the cooker, and then the left one is sort of a junk box that fits on the right side there. It's just stuff I like to get to from the driver's side of the vehicle. Then behind it, you'll see the box full of spare parts. So we do drive an older vehicle, and I'd rather have some things with me, and so I don't get stranded. So I've got a starter in there, alternator, and these are working components that I've replaced off other Fords or this one, and I just carry those with me. They still work. I got radiator hoses, heater hoses, electrical wires, spare parts, bearings, you name it. Behind it we've got the diesel heater on the left, and then you've got the little case that has the electrical wires for the diesel heater, and some hoses for the diesel heater, the exhaust, muffler, all that stuff is there. Below it, I've got a little container with some rubber boots in case we get into some muddy situations. Also some games are in there, like ring toss. Next to it sits a bag that contains a grill, so we can have a fire and cook over fire if we wanted to. We have some Starlink right there, 2 22 liters, 5-gallon jugs of water. That's our cooker right there, 2 burners, and behind it is a set of jack stands. Then we've got a helmet bag, and inside the helmet bag is a plastic tank that we hook up to our hose for gray water. Any water that comes out of the sink will run into it. Got 2 chairs and a ladder, and all this stuff right here will end up going inside the little trailer. So here we go. It's that's what it looks like when we put these things up. Got a couple of bottles of oil, transmission fluid, things like that. The inside, it's not always this setup, but depending on what time of the year and where we're going, what we're doing, there could be a kayak in there, but this time of the year there's a diesel heater in there. So it differs depending on what we're doing. So we've got the tool, the spare parts are all the way at the bottom of on the left, below the diesel heater. Then on the back, we didn't show that earlier, but we carry quite a bit of tools with us as well. So that bag weighs about 50 pounds full of tools. On top of it, we've got the gray water. And then we've got the parts for the diesel heater, ladder, 2 blue water jugs, spare parts, and the diesel heater. And on top, we've got the other case. In that case, we stick the Starlink stove. The 2-burner cooking stove goes at the bottom. Behind it is a small table and a griddle plate that goes on the cooker. And then of course the Starlink on top. And we carry a couple of bags with us that have the hammock in it for the hammock stand that's mounted on the back of the trailer. And on this side I put one chair and a small step stool. And that looks like this when it's in there. So this chair fits right there, a little stepper. Makes it easier to get in the box because the boxes are pretty high, so that comes out first so I can grab all the stuff that needs to come out of the box. And in the back there's space, and I put a long kennel for the dogs that goes right back there. So there she is, all loaded up, ready to hit the road. There's our little propane. This is where the cooker sits when I cook. Got 2 extra ammo cans. With this one contains gloves, other stuff, and then this one has a lot of straps in it, locks, some recovery stuff. 2 pipes on the side that have things in them, and then we've got another tube right here on the back that also has our extension cord in there and some other stuff. Inside we carry, as we drive, we have one more little box that contains all the shoes that we take with us, hiking shoes, boots, some power tools, and then there's a small little tool bag right there underneath the seat. Well, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you watching. Feel free to comment below, and safe travels.